Hello everyone, I welcome you again to this second tutorial on Android series. So today we are basically doing two things. So the first thing is uh, we are going to change our language from Kotlin to Java. For those of us who know uh, uh, different programming languages, we may have noticed that once we installed the Flamingo version of Android, uh, the language which we encountered was Kotlin. So we are going to change uh, the Kotlin language to Java, which we are going to be using in this series. And the second thing which we are going to do is to download uh, uh, what is what is called an emulator, which is more like an Android phone, which we are going to be using to be testing our different projects. So first we open the Android Studio. So as you can see, the language which is the default one here is a Kotlin programming language. So we want to change this one to Java. So what we are going to do is to go here on File, New, and New Project. Then we will select, so here it's empty view activity, not just this one empty activity, but empty view activity. So then we click next. Then here we will enter the name of the program which we want. So let's call it first. Then here on Kotlin we will select Java and finish. So here is our first project. So wait. So you can see that now it's a Java. So here it's loading. We just wait for it to finish. The project code first is ready. Now what we can do is to download the emulator, which is an Android device for your computer, which we're going to be using in making and testing different projects. So what we need to do is to go to the upper right hand side, and we may click here where it's written device manager, or here where it's also written device manager. So you may choose. So after clicking that, we have to click where it's written create device, where it's written create device. So you click there. Here you may choose, depending on what device which will be used after you are done with your software, whether you're making an Android app for a TV, for a desktop, for Wear OS, for tablet or automotive phone. So since we are going to be making Android apps for our mobile device, which are phones, so we just leave it there and click next. Here we may choose the type of device which we want to download, whether we want to download an emulator with API level 31, 30, 29, 28. Here I will download 29, so I'll click here, download. So it's now downloading. So our emulator has finished downloading. Now we click finish, and it's refreshing here. Now we select by the next, and here we can enter any name which you want. So let me call it shared mobile phone. Okay, you may call it whatever you want, and we may choose the portrait, whether we want it to be portrait or landscape, the orientation, and here we'll click finish. So now this is our emulator called Shadrach mobile phone. Now we have to launch it. We have to click here. Here you may just click close up and wait for it. So actually this is the phone which you're going to be using for testing out different projects. Once you download this one, then there's no longer need to download another one. You can be using this one, unless you want to use the latest version. It's okay, but it's okay. So let's just wait a bit for it to finish booting. So here close, let me minimize here. Okay, so now we are good to go. The next thing which we're going to do is to come here where it is written activity activity main. Here we may come here where it's written code. Here, I hope you can see where it's written code. So we may click here. So here where it's written text, Android text hello world, this is the text that we'll see once we install this app in this mobile phone. So when we click split here, I hope you can see here. So split shows us how it will look like in the mobile phone. So as you can see here, it's written. So here as well, it will just write hello world, or even if you install it in your phone, it will show hello world. So let's run. So you wait here for Gradle to build. So now it's launching the activity of the project which we just did. This is actually a small project. So as we can see here, written hello world, just so here it's written hello world. So depending on different circumstances, uh, different people may encounter different challenges when launching the activity for the first time, and it may be wrong. So I had to cut this video because it was long. So it may be wrong, and you may meet different challenges, but after all that, you may still install the application. So this is our simple project, which is called first. And if I may go back, okay, and here we may see a project called first. So once I click first, we will see the word hello world, just as I said. So thank you for today. That's all we will do for today.